Hey, it's Mike and Dan from the Up North Journal, sitting out here today on a glorious June 1st, enjoying the outdoors. And today we've got a kind of a special presentation here. We're joined by Dan Jasa of PSE Archery and Chris Schnur of PSE Staff Shooter.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. June 1st, it's 90-something degrees out here, and Dan and Chris are here.
Enjoying my Hunter's Blend coffee.
There you go.
You're drinking coffee and it's 90 plus.
95 degrees.
Well, you know, but it's a special
It's great
day.
coffee. Yeah.
Is it good coffee?
It's good coffee.
Good.
There you go. Absolutely.
So we're here today. You came up from Ohio. You came over from the eastern side of Lower Michigan here to join us today, and we're going to talk about bows. But you got something a little special we're going to talk about. But the Evolve cam system you've taken, and you've got really a bow for everybody now. It's this whole line, this Evolve line, has really grown. Talk a little bit about how that's impacted PSE.
Yeah, so we started with the Evolve 35 and 31. So you get basically two platforms for two different styles of shooters. Shorter bow for someone who's wanting to hunt ground blinds, a little bit more speed for someone who's wanting a little bit more kinetic energy and momentum penetration for shooting animals. Then you got a little longer one that's kind of a do-all bow. You want to hunt with it, you want to shoot 3D with it, you want to shoot target with it. It's kind of the do-all bow in itself. Well, from that, we took the comments that we've gotten from consumers. Hey, we'd like to see a little bit shorter bow with a little bit bigger brace height. So we came out with the response this year.
Right.
Hey, we want a speed bow, but we don't want something a little bit smoother drawn than a full throttle. We came out with the Expedite. So we've taken that feedback that we've gotten, all the reps going into dealers and talking to people, say, hey, what are people asking for? What are people wanting? So we take that feedback and we're building bows that fit what people want. So we've got 5 or 6 bows with the Evolve cam system that fit basically everything. A 31, a 35, the Response at 33, an Expedite at 33, the Beast. It's just, you've got a little bit of everything with the Evolve cam system. So we've taken that feedback we're getting from people now and we've built something new.
You got something brand new. Yeah. Are we're gonna bring it out today?
Yeah, we are. We're gonna, you've probably already seen it released on Facebook, but we've actually got the bow here with us. You guys have got to shoot a little bit, give a little bit of your feedback. Personally, the bow for me has been awesome. It aims really, really well. Super, super dead in the hand and quiet. So we've basically taken, back in 2008, we had the X4 Super Short, 26, 27-inch axle to axle, 7-inch brace height bow, made good speed. We did really, really well with it. Hunters really liked it. We kind of got away from that super short stuff, but recently the Pope and Young Club has lowered their axle requirements to be able for record book bucks from 30 to 28.
Okay.
So with that and the demand we've had from consumers, we came out with the new Evolve 28.
Well, you've got it right here. We've had a chance to shoot it today. Dan and I have shot it.
Chris, you shot this as well.
Yes, I have actually.
Talk a little bit about your first reaction of it when you seen it and when you shot it.
When I first saw it, I mean, it had a very familiar look. I mean, the Evolve is a very, it's a beautiful bow in and of itself. I mean, everyone's an instant reaction to it. It's just how beautiful the lines are on the bow. So, I mean, the grip felt very familiar. The bow felt very familiar. It is in a shorter package, so being my background a little bit, I'm always a little nervous about how a shorter bow is going to feel when you actually shoot it. But, I mean, those first couple shots were nothing but impressive. I mean, for a 28-inch bow, this is definitely something that I would be comfortable shooting. I mean, and it has a fantastic feel to it. I mean, you felt it. It's completely dead in the hand. Just a great overall bow.
When you heard they were coming out with this, what was your reaction?
I was pretty excited because, I mean, I go around shops all the time. I talk to people and people are still really in that, I want a short bow. They want something maneuverable, they want something light. This thing's coming in at 4.1 pounds bare, so it's a super, super light, real stable platform. So when I heard we were coming out with this, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a home run because, hey, that's what people are wanting. So like I said, we've taken the feedback we get from our consumers and from our dealers, and we try to build a bow that fits basically everything that everyone wants.
You know, I remember the Super Short being, you know, that 26-inch, 26.5-inch package years ago. Now, I gotta assume that this is coming in for, you're gearing this towards archery hunters.
Oh,
bow
absolutely.
hunters.
Yeah, so archery hunters, ground blind hunters, guys that are gonna go out west and want something short and compact to be able to pack in and pack out.
Right.
Man, this thing's gonna be the ticket.
I tell you what, for me personally, because I hunt mostly out of ground blinds when I'm up north, that 28-inch axle is going to be just perfect to be in the ground blind. I won't have to worry about my overhead clearance, and it's just, I'm excited for it being out. And finally, okay, I'm short, I'll admit it. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna fit me nice, so I'm excited. I love shooting it today. Before we came on here, I was shooting it a little bit, and Chris, you're right. It's smooth. It's dead in the hand. Basically it rocks.
Well, Danny, you've got a 35, Evolve 35 and a 31. Talk a little bit about the reaction, those two bows versus this one.
You know what? The 31 and then the 35, they're comparably, like you said, it's the Evolve cam system. They shoot nice. I love the last year I used the 31, and that was just, I love that bow out in the field, being 31. My new bow for this year that I'm going to be using is the 35, so I really haven't gotten to that yet, shooting that. But now they come out with a 28. I'm kind of stuck now. I'm excited. I would like to get out the blind and put it in the blind and run it through its course.
And actually check that clearance.
Absolutely.
So, you know, and I've been shooting a 31. The thing I noticed, and I talked to Chris about this off camera, is when I drew it, it seemed to draw, even though this is set up exactly like mine, it's, you know, 27 and a half inch draw, 62 pounds is maxed out. And when I drew it, it seemed to draw smoother. And Chris, you talked a little bit about that angle, making it maybe just feeling different, even though it's set up the same.
Well, a little bit of it is the cam. So the Evolve cam has built-in adjustments in it. It's one thing that's absolutely awesome coming from a dealer point of view, or just somebody who likes to tinker with stuff. So you're in a different part of the cam. So because you're a little further, or a little deeper in the cam for draw length, because the shorter axle to axle, you're definitely feeling a little bit smoother transition of power, versus at the shorter draw lengths, it's got to be a real quick peak.
Gotcha.
So this gets you a little deeper in, gets you a little bit smoother feel. And then, like Dan and I were talking about before, with it being a little shorter and a steeper string angle, the let off actually feels a little bit more.
Right, yeah, it did. It like I said, drew smoother. It felt like it let off more. Back wall still solid, rock solid. When I shot, I was blown away. It's like you said, you don't know quite what to expect when you get a new bow, especially a shorter bow, but to me, it felt really solid.
And Dan, as we talk through this, it's June 1st. The bow just came out today. As far as the people expecting this in the pro shops, can they get out right now? And
They're already getting them.
There you go.
We had a big pre-sale. One of the big things we wanted to do with this bow was make sure we had them in stock, ready to ship, so people had them on release date. So they're already in dealers.
So folks, you don't have to wait for it a week or two. They should be in the shop right now as of June 1st, ready to go try it out. You got to get there and try it and shoot it. Like we always say, Mike and I, you got to shoot it, because every bow is different. But I think you're gonna like this Evolve system.
Talk a little bit about color offerings, brace height, speed. You know, run through the whole stat sheet on this.
So obviously, Evolve 28's 28 inches axle. You got a 7-inch brace height, so people wanted a little bit bigger brace height. Late season hunting, small bow, big close. There's still some concerns there people have with having big bulky close and having the string hit the arm. So we went with a little bit bigger brace height. It'll go out to 30 inches of draw length and down to 24.5. Like I said, mass weight of bare bow is 4.1 pounds, so it's still really, really light for an aluminum handle bow.
Nice. You know, and one other thing that I noticed, and you and I talked about this off camera, is aiming. It seems to want to aim dead on. It sits still. It's a dream.
Yeah, I mean, all the Evolve Cam platforms aim really, really well. Me being 29.5 inches, I wasn't sure how this thing was going to aim for me, but once I actually got it out and shot it at some distance, the thing just, you look at where you want to hit, and the thing just wants to point right there.
Camo, black.
So we've got Mossy Oak Country, which this one's in, cryptic, black, and possibly charcoal.
Okay, so there's some options there as well. All right.
Yep, and as of right now, it's a 60 and 70 pound options, but we could be adding more of those as well too.
Okay.
And then just like on all the other Evolve Cam systems, you've got 3 different module options. So at 90%, this one, IBO's at 335. You put the low let-off mods at 75%, you're going to be another 6 feet per second faster, so you're going to be around 340, or the fast mod, you're going to be at 345.
Okay.
Right on. 28-inch bow shooting 345.
At 75% let-off.
Okay. Now, everybody's going to want to know, what do they got to have to spend to get one of these in their hands?
Same price as all the other Evolves, $9.99.
You got to love that.
Yep.
All right. get out to your shops, get out to your dealers, you know, shoot these things, get them in your hands, and like everybody here says, you know, the only way is get it in your hands, and the proof's in the pudding. So appreciate you guys sitting down and talking with us a little bit today. I think we need to get out and do some more shooting.
Yeah, let's go shoot this thing some more.
All right.